I tell you what, guys, there are some days where I think to myself, I have hit my freaking limit, man. And I'm ready to just start calling the shots, being the boss, the owner, and everything else of the company. Because I try to weigh out my odds whether or not it's worth taking the job or not taking the job. 2014 Ford Fiesta. Customer states, my blower motor don't work. But of course the customer don't always tell you the whole damn story. And I get in the car, smells like bleach. Windows are all fogged up and wet. Seats are all lightly moist. Smells like it's got a ton of chemicals in it. Bring it in the stall. Let it dry out a little bit, get inside the vehicle. And I'm starting to get this overwhelming smell of dog and rotten pets inside this vehicle. And the more I get into it, the more I get into it, the more I get into it. And as the liquid starts to dry up, all the dog odor and the nasty whatever odor is coming out of this thing, and it's just overwhelming. Look how nasty this shirt is. Dog hair. Dog hair. All over me. I am just covered in fucking dog hair. Excuse my language. I am so freaking pissed right now. So after all the chlorine, chemical, and everything dried up, the mildew came behind it, and then the dog came behind it, and then you're down in place in this blower motor in this thing. And the blower motor is up there. You know how you got to get that blower motor out of there? This whole entire pedal assembly has got to come out of here. That is 4 13mm bolts right there, and then there's one up top. You have to, there's one up top above the pivot point up there. This knee bolster's got to come out of here. On the back side of this knee bolster, there's a 10mm right here. See if I can figure out. It's all the way on the other side of this metal bracket. 10mm here. And there's a 10mm right here. Once those nuts come off of there, you can start grabbing this plastic. Pop the plastic out. There's a connector for the airbag. It's got to come off. Once you get this out of there, then you can get the bolts out of the pedal assembly. You got to unhook the wiring harness and stuff to the pedal assembly. And then once you get that out of there, you can fish your steering sector out of there. 10mm down there and 10mm up here. And once you get all that stuff out of the way, then you can take your 3 T20 Torx bolts out of the blower motor up there. And these were stripped out. I had to fight them to get them out of there. They were stripped out. Once I got them out of there, I kind of grabbed the blower motor and I turned it a little bit and popped it out, stuck the new one in, plugged everything back in, put everything back together, tried it out. Everything's working fine now. So the blower motor's changed out, but now we gotta make our way over here. Hear that? Let me show you what that is real quick. That is your recirc door actuator. A lot of times it'll do it on startup, and it'll do it It does it when you shut off, and it tries to park this recirc door. Gotta pull this motor off of here and replace it, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Let's see what happens. It's got two T20 Torxes that hold this on the side of that box right there. This thing is so fucking nasty with dog hair all over inside this thing. They were trying to cover it up the best they could, and then I got down here and I seen all this nasty hair and stuff on the floor. I mean, this is absolutely freaking disgusting, man. And I feel bad even saying that stuff, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. This ain't no way to live. And I understand that people have health issues and stuff like that, but you gotta get this sent off to somebody or whatever, man. It's a hazard working on stuff like this. because you don't know what you're in. You have no idea the history of that car, and literally can get in all kinds of nasty shit while you're working on this stuff. And it just makes me gag the whole time I'm here working on this. All right, now just a talking point. When you go to put this in here, you're gonna have this door in one of two positions. It's gonna be down. Well, let's switch it to the off position right now. It's actually gonna be up. So in the off position, it automatically reverts to the upward position like that. That door opens up all the way. So when you put this connector on here, you're gonna have to face the connector side like almost straight up in the air, and then slip it on, and then just barely push it inside the splines and turn the whole, listen to me when I tell you this, because I ain't gonna come back and answer 1,000 questions on this. Take the whole solenoid, slip it inside the gear, and just barely put it in and turn the whole thing down until the door closes. It'll close to about right here on this rib. You're gonna see this open spot open, like you can look inside there a little bit. Go ahead and set your screws and stuff in at that point, plug your connector in, and then when you turn it on, it will go to the position it needs to. So I'll turn it on right now to defrost. It closes. Let's turn it on to let's turn it on to recirc. There we go. Turn it on to recirc. It cuts off the fresh air and recycles cabin air temp. Fresh air gets pulled in behind that duct, so when that door opens up all the way, it shuts that off and it sucks air only from this side. Now, turn recirc off, closes the fresh air side and sucks air because it's a tunnel. Closes this and sucks air from the upside, fresh air. Turn fresh air off and go back to recirc, which is the most efficient way to do it. Bam, the back side of the door closes on the back. Top side goes up and closes fresh air, and now you're pulling air inside here. This car stinks. There ain't no fresh air inside this car. Anyway, that is how to fix the popping sound on these Ford Fiestas, and also how to replace the blower motor. Hat right there, open, sucking inside air. Recirc off, sucking outside air. That's how this works. Now no more popping sound. That, my friend, is a diagonal repair. Let's talk about this glove box real quick. It's got some slots right here on the bottom. Sit right here and right here. These tabs. Goes like that. Sit. This is wore the hell out already. Come on. Alright, I pushed down on it, snapped in. There you go. If you have to put this on or take it off, there's a slot, kind of straddles it in the back. Some push clips that go in. Right there. Oh God, this car stinks. Ugh. This part right here unsnaps. There's a push clip up here in the front. Oh, that's nice and secure. This side installs the same way, except you got a little retainer tab up here. You got to slide it in first before you put your set tab in. And if you guys want the part number for that motor that was ticking, whenever you shut the vehicle off or turn it on, or you turn the AC on and then turn it off, or any of the controls. BE8Z19E616A. And then the blower motor that you need if your blower motor goes out is AV1Z19805 Charlie. Lately I've been having a lot of people not watch the videos all the way through, so I'm purposely taking the parts and sticking them at the end of the videos sometimes, because if people come back and say, oh, what's the part number, I know they didn't watch it, and I know they're not worth putting my time into, and I don't want nobody else giving them the part number for stuff if they can't watch the video all the way through. If I do the work for you guys and I'm teaching you how to do all this stuff and you don't give me enough courtesy to watch the video all the way through, then you don't deserve the part number. That's been happening a lot lately, where it's like plain and simple, 30 seconds in the middle of the video I'm covering the parts and people are like, what was the part number for that? It's literally right in the middle of the video. Oh, I didn't watch it all the way through. That's not my problem. I gave you the information. Follow through with the respect on your end and watch the video. Anyway, be blessed, guys. Thanks for watching. It's my birthday today, so I'm gonna get out of here early, head home, and go out for steak dinner tonight. Love y'all.